Hey guys, John here from Bring the SEO. Today I want to talk about what I would do differently if I had my time over again, if I was starting an SEO agency. The first thing that I would do is think about what the end goal is. What's the objective? Now we can get into, having vision, and I've never really been a fan of that type of language because it kind of insinuates that we're all going to sit around in a circle holding hands, burning incense. But having vision and clarity about what this thing is going to be before you get started is absolutely crucial. Now, there are two really great sayings that come to mind when I speak on this topic. One is the best place to start is at the end. And two, if you don't know where you're going, you'll eventually find yourself there. Now, this is typical for most SEO consultants because, and I'm guilty of making the same mistake, right? You think, okay, I'm going to start providing SEO services. I need to find some clients. Okay, you'll do. And you end up signing up dozens of clients, all at different price points, many of which probably are not paying enough. And you find yourself absolutely buried in service debt where you're working nights, weekends, you don't have time off, you're hustling and grinding your face off, and then you're sitting around thinking, you know what, this is not what I thought it was going to be, and I'm miserable, and I don't want to do this anymore. Now, this is a mistake that I made, and almost every SEO consultant that I work with makes the same mistake. They just start loading up clients, they have no idea what the objective is, and probably more importantly, they don't stop to answer the question, what's your why? I remember learning this from someone many years ago, and he said, why do you want to do this? And here's the ironic thing. Most SEO consultants that I speak with who have quit their job or come from corporate or it's a career change or whatever else, all of them, most of them say, I want to make some money and I want my time back. I want to be able to, run my own business, be able to make my own decisions and do whatever I want, whenever I want. But guess what happens? It actually goes the other way. They quit their 9 to 5 and end up working 5 to 9. Having said that, the most successful students I've worked with haven't done that. They've been very clear about what the objective is. In other words, they know exactly what a perfect outcome looks like. They can describe how many clients they want, what they intend on charging, and maybe the size of their team, but more importantly, what their days look like. I don't want to be chained to my desk. I don't want to have to work nights and weekends. I want to have a small collection of clients at a higher price point that are nice and easy to work with so that I can get my life back. Now, in order to answer the question that we started with, John, what would you do differently if you had to start over again? This is what I would do, and this is the same advice that I give to all of my students before we even start talking about technical SEO, getting clients, or anything else. I ask the question, what's the point? What's your objective? What do you want this thing to look like? Once you establish that, you can then start reverse engineering, essentially working backwards and crunching the numbers. Right, so if you were to say, okay, I want this thing has to be doing $1 million a year. What does that equate to in terms of monthly? It's about 80-something thousand. Okay, how many clients would you then need to make $80,000 a month? Okay, let's just say, I haven't done the maths, but let's just say it's 20 clients. 20 clients paying X will get me to $80,000 a month. Or maybe it could be more. It's probably closer to 30, let's say, if you're charging around $3,000 a month. In any case, when you do that and you break it down into the numbers, you've actually got a framework to follow where you can start making forecasts and projections. And I think this is probably the most important point of doing this, right? This is probably the most important part of this exercise. When you know what the end goal or objective is, you will then take the right actions in order to get there, right? You'll be able to, and I've got my notes here, you'll be able to perform calculations, allocate the correct resources, and take certain actions that you know will give you the best chance of actually getting there. So my point is, rather than just jumping in and working frantically and trying to get clients and doing sales calls and running ads and cold calling and sending a million, direct messages and emails and all of that other stuff, take a moment to stop, sit down and think about where it is you actually want to go. And once that becomes clearer, then you can reverse engineer and perform those calculations and build out a framework that actually makes sense. So that you're making meaningful decisions and you're taking the appropriate actions. All right, hope you found some value in this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Hey, if you've enjoyed this video and you'd like to learn more, head over to bringtheseo.com. We provide business development training for SEO consultants wanting to improve their processes, increase profits, and scale to $100,000 a month or more without all the stress and overwhelm.